the family and friends of the Year 10. I'd like to just say to the rest of the school that, as with the Year 12 presentation assembly, this is an important occasion for Year 10. And we'd like you to show your respect to Year 10 and for the various performances that will be on here this afternoon or this morning. Just before we start, there's just a brief announcement from Susie to Year 10.
Hi, this is just a reminder that there's a meeting tomorrow at lunch for anyone involved in the concert on the last day, and especially if all the Year 10s involved would come up for lunch, that would be great. It's really important we're giving out the programs and we're planning them for next week.
The procedure for this assembly is that in a minute I'm going to ask everybody to stand while the official party enters, and then to remain standing while we play the national anthem. At the conclusion of that, the two school captains will take over the assembly, Melanie and Michael. And then at the conclusion of the assembly, the Year 10s in this block, starting at the front, will forward out and around, while the rest of the assembly stays seated, and then that block of Year 10s will forward out as well. Please stand for the official party.
Welcome to this formal assembly, where we pay tribute to Year 10 1998 as they leave for junior school. Today, you will hear of their academic and sporting achievements, and of the special social and cultural contributions that they have made to the school. To begin this ceremony, please welcome the Principal, Mrs. Redman.
Almost all of Year 10 will return in 1999, and they'll be joined by some new students as usual. But there are a few who are leaving, some to work, some to other states, countries, parts of New South Wales or Sydney, and some to other schools. And firstly, I want to say a few words to those students. The future you face is more uncertain and unknown than the students who will be coming back here next year. You'll mix with new people, learn new skills, and your memories of your time at Cherrybrook, your friends and your teachers, will eventually fade as new ones replace them. But I am confident that there is one thing that you will all take from here, and that's confidence. Confidence in your own abilities, confidence in working with technology, confidence in your own skills, and confidence whether you are part of a team or whether you are asked to work individually. Your teachers and your parents have worked hard to instill in you that confidence, self-assurance and independence. But through the way they've taught you, whether at home or at school, they've also modelled cooperation, concern, caring and trust. Remember us for those good things, please. Especially confidence, cooperation, concern and caring. And good luck and best wishes to anyone who is leaving. For all of those in Year 10, for their parents and for the school, this is an important occasion. It celebrates collectively and individually the achievements of Year 10, and it marks another milestone. It provides the opportunity for all of us to acknowledge the unique contribution of this particular year. And it also allows a chance for Year 10 to formally thank their teachers, their parents and their friends who have been with them and have supported them throughout their junior schooling. It's always at this particular ceremony a chance to talk about us as a school, the school community, because it isn't a farewell for most of you in the sense that the Year 12 is a farewell. It isn't a welcome in the sense that Year 7 is a welcome. It's a midway opportunity to reflect and to consider the things that make us good and the things we would like to improve. You'll come back in Year 11 and you'll have a changing role in that community. But let me talk about achievement first. Today is a first for achievement. Today the school certificate results have been released, and each of you in your portfolios will receive a single page summary that will show the courses you have studied in Stage 5, the hours you have studied those courses, the grade that has been awarded, and also the test results for the tests you did in November, the school certificate tests in English and mathematics. The band awarded, which is different to a grade, and your eligibility for school certificate. You will not get the school certificate in this assembly. That will reach the school, we believe, next week, and will be given out to you most probably at the beginning of next year, unless you urgently need it. This is the first such school certificate in New South Wales, and there are some things that you should know. I know that parents have had information about it. The grades are awarded by the school. So when you get a grade in English, maths and every other subject, that reflects the total effort you have made in those subjects over time, over the year, in each subject. And they're the grades that you have become familiar with, A's and B's and so on. They measure how well you have met course outcomes and course goals. In English and maths only, you will receive a mark for the test you did in November and a band. And the band is different to the grade. And I want you to remember that, because they will, and they are, in many cases, different. And that's something that you need to understand. The test was about applied or working mathematics and about English literacy. It was more like the basic skills test that you did in primary school than anything that you have done since then. And it possibly should be compared mainly with that basic skills test. It's like comparing apples and oranges to try and compare your grades and your school certificate results. The test is meant to be a diagnostic test. It'll help you and us to help you develop those basic skill areas you need to develop. But the grades give you a true reflection of how well you have coped with your curriculum at school. There's going to be differences between them because no longer do the grades reflect an academic cut-off of the first 10% of students getting a grade A. Instead, the bands represent how well people have met outcomes. So having said that, I'm thrilled and delighted with the results that this year has achieved, both in their school results and in their school certificate bands. You continue to perform well above state average. To give you an idea, in mathematics, 33% of our students against 20% of the state performed in the top 2 bands. That's at the very top of the 5 bands. So a very, very healthy achievement in that area. In English, 38% of our students against 31% of the state performed in the top 2 bands. And where you really understand it, I think, is when you look at the bottom bands. Band 4, band 1 and 2, they reverse it. They start from 6 and go back to 1. The grades start from A and go through the alphabet, so why they did it that way, I don't know. But if you look at the bottom 2 bands, 4.5% of our students in English, as opposed to 12.5% in the state, were in the bottom 2 bands. In maths, 8.5% as opposed to 24% of the state were in the bottom 2 bands. So I think you can see that once again, the Cherrybrook students are maintaining above average performance, and that doesn't mean to say that there's not a lot that we still have yet to do. Many are very close to cut-offs, and without much work, they could have achieved at a higher level. And that's the sort of thing that should give you confidence for your senior studies. However, many studies show that there can be an alarming deterioration between the school certificate and the higher school certificate. And the results are useless. Doesn't matter how much I diagnose them or analyse them or help them, if you do no work from here on in. They'll show you where you are now, and that is all. And they should be read in conjunction with your other school reports. But schooling isn't just about academic achievement, and in 1998, this particular year has had major achievements in sport, in culture, and community aspects of their schooling. And these will all be rewarded during this assembly. I need to thank the parents of U10 who have worked with us to support these fine young people. Please stick in there. You'll be needed a lot in the future, and particularly over the next 2 years, you're a vital part of the HSC package. You're in there with us for the long haul. Over the next 2 years, I urge you to continue to support the school. Financially, your support is invaluable. The next 2 years of schooling for these students is the most expensive of probably their entire career. And we need your financial support to provide the resources that they need. Please come to parent-teacher nights. There will be 2 in 1999 for year 11. There will be one, which is a true parent-teacher night, somewhere towards the middle of the year, where you will come along and meet with the teachers. And there will be an additional one that we began this year and was very successful, for parents to come along and receive the annual report, be handed the annual report, and have a chance to consider, reflect on the year and consider the implications for Year 12. Read the newsletters. They come out every Friday, in case you are unaware of that fact. Every Friday there is a publication from this school. But if you are unaware of that fact, it's on the internet. Just look up www.cthsnswedu.au and the newsletter is there by Monday the next week. So there is no excuse for anyone to miss out, and there is no excuse for anyone in this hall to not take home newsletters and communication from the school. Look for our correspondence. There are very critical and important documents that you may, I hope not, but you may receive next year relating to non-attendance or non-performance in the preliminary and the HSC courses. 3 of those letters and your student could be in danger of not being able to sit for a higher school certificate. So watch out for them. You receiving them, or you're not receiving them, doesn't make them any the less legal. We have sent them. So please watch out for those. If you are concerned at all, contact the school. I know that you have all been caught up in the excitement of the final weeks of schooling and the special events that have happened today and the formal. And I need to speak briefly about a couple. Last Friday night in this hall, the Year 10 formal was held. It was magnificent. The girls looked stunning, the boys looked handsome. It was a wonderful night. However, there was one event that happened after that, which I want to mention as a warning to us all, the parents, Year 10, and to everyone in this hall. An after-formal party was organised, against school advice, against my personal advice to Year 10. It was an independent party, it had nothing to do with the school, and many would say, well, it's none of your business. It was supervised, and on paper it looked pretty good. It went horribly wrong, and many of Year 10 have talked about that. It was gate crashed and descended on by hordes. All the louts from across Sydney, no one knows from where. It was dangerous, it became violent. And everyone in this hall is very lucky that there were no serious injuries or even a fatality on that occasion. If that had been the case, everyone in this hall would have been sitting here today distressed or even in mourning. And I think that requires reflection on everyone's part. And Year 9, I hope that you are listening carefully. Parents, I don't want you to condone, support, allow or encourage such activities. They are dangerous and they are not able to be controlled because there are too many people involved. And once too many people are involved, you can't keep control any longer. And that's a very, very serious message for all of us. And whilst I've just said that the formal was a wonderful and a magnificent event, if necessary, we would have to consider cancelling that, because it apparently provides the reason for the so-called after-formal parties. I would hate to even contemplate that, but everyone in the junior school needs to think about that carefully. However, it's always easy to be wise after the event, and we've all learned a great deal, and experiences shape us, so that in 1999, when you can come back to school as Year 11s, it will be different for all of you. As seniors, you will play an important role in school life and in building an understanding of our new school motto, which is achieving together. And I think that's critical, that Year 11 will be integral in working with us on that thing. The work is tough and time-consuming in the senior school. Your teachers are committed to supporting you, to help you to achieve your best, to meet your goals. Your parents are there to support, cajole, encourage and love you. But it is up to you. Your past record shows that you have the ability, you have the talents, and you have the energy to achieve. I sincerely hope that in 2 years, whether it is this school or another school, where the principals will stand up, that they can truly reflect on the achievements of the year. Good luck and all the best.
Thank you, Mr.
women. A short report and presentation of awards of participation and achieving the sport will be read by the sports captain, Katie Randall, and presented by the Deputy Principal, Mr. Lawson. Could the recipients of sport awards please stand and move to chair? Katie.
Cherrybrook has had another outstanding year in sporting achievement in 1998, much of which is attributed to the contribution and effort of all Year 10 students this year. In the 1997-98 zone competition, Cherrybrook finished as champion school in the overall points tally. As the champion school in overall points tally of grade competitions, swimming, cross-country, athletics, carnivals. Out of 9 schools, this is an outstanding achievement. In the 3 terms of grade sport in 1998, Cherrybrook participated in over 30 semi-finals, 20 grand finals, and won 17 grade championships. In the recently completed spring competition grades, Cherrybrook finished overall first with 8 grand final wins. In the zone carnivals, we finished first in swimming, 4th in cross-country, and 4th in athletics. In the zone cross-country, Shane Connors, Christy Williams, and Amanda Schilling from Year 10 finished in the top 6 in their respective age groups. In zone athletics, Amanda Schilling finished first in the 15 years 400, 500 and 1500 metres and was runner-up as age champion, while Matthew Kidd finished first in high jump. At regional athletics, Amanda came second in 400, 800 and 1500 metres, and Matthew finished first in his high jump. Both these students went to compete along in the CHS Carnival, where Amanda gained 4th place in her heats and Matthew 12th. In regional sporting teams, Year 10 have had representatives in softball, while with Jackie Boyd, and AFL with Anthony Hillier. Many Year 10 students are also members of the school CHS knockout teams, including the boys open soccer team, where we're regional semi-finalists. The boys under 15s AFL side finished in the last 8 schools in New South Wales, and the open AFL team, which were runners-up in the state final. A round of applause to all Year 10 students who helped to make 1998 such a successful and enjoyable year of sport. The Sportsman of the Year in 1998 is won by a Year 10 student who has excelled in cross-country, athletics and AFL. In cross-country, he finished first in his age championship in under 15 zone championships and first in the age champion at the regional carnival. He went on to represent CTHS, were amongst some of the strongest runners in the state. He finished 18th. In athletics at the zone carnival, he finished second in the 3,000 metres under 15 boys event and third at the regional carnival in the 3,000 metres. In AFL, he was a member of the school's A-grade team, which was undefeated in their zone competition. He played in the under-15 Swan Shield team, which was Sydney North Regional Champions, and was an integral member of the Open Lions Cup side, which was runners-up in the state championships, beaten by a single point in the final. To cap off a memorable year, he was selected in the Sydney North Regional Representative side and the Sydney Combined High Schools team. Would you please put your hands together and congratulate a very worthy winner of this year's Sportsman of the Year Award, Nicholas Aitken. The students in Year 10 who have also been chosen as the best and fairest players for summer and winter grade sport for 1998 will now be presented. Please hold your applause until the end of the and receive their awards. Paul Burns for Winter Soccer B. Shiraz Shillette, Winter Soccer A. Andrew Code, Summer Cricket A. Jennifer DeRay, Winter Basketball 15s. Adrian Janito, Summer Indoor Soccer. Anthony Hillier, Winter AFL. Timothy Holman, Summer Handball B. Teresa Kenner, Summer Softball B. Queenie Lau, Summer Volleyball A and Winter Volleyball A. Cara Launton, Summer Cricket A. Grant McGeppy, Summer Basketball B, Spring Basketball B. Amanda Schilling, Summer Basketball 15s. Phoebe Thomas, Summer Softball A. Michael West, Winter Soccer 15s. And Sarah Yu, Summer Volleyball B. A round of applause. Thank you, Katie. The presentation of awards for academic achievement will be made by the head teacher of Stage 5, Mr. Summer Hayes. They will be read by Mr. Mortimer, Year Advisor. Could all recipients please stand and move to the stairs? Once again, we ask the audience to hold their applause until awards have been read. Mr. Mortimer?
We have many academically gifted students in Year 10. The following students have achieved first rank in 2 or more courses this year. Kate Andrew, English, French, Science using our Earth. Kate is also receiving a school award acknowledging excellence in debating. Grace Chia, Commerce, Food Technology, Science Systems. Scott Curtis, Power Systems, Science Technology. John Pettit, CAD and CAM equal first in Power Systems. Rachel Pope, History, Music, and Rachel is receiving a school award acknowledging excellence in debating. Sarah Woods, Korean. This award is for study through the Open High School. Science, the Moving World and Visual Arts. Sarah is also receiving 2 school awards acknowledging excellence in debating and her commitment and contribution to Shout. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mortimer. The presentation of awards for special achievement will be made by the Deputy Principal, Mr. Gillen. They will be read by Mrs. P, Assistant Year Advisor. Could all recipients please stand and move to the stairs? Once again, we ask the audience to hold applause until all has been read. Mrs. P.
There are many outstanding students in Year 10, and it was often difficult to decide on only one recipient for each of the following awards. Each year, the Creative Arts KLA makes an award for excellence in visual art, drama, music and performance. This year, the person chosen to receive this award is Victoria McDowell. In 1997, the SRC instituted a new award to acknowledge CTHS students who have given outstanding service to the community. This year, 3 students will be receiving this award. One of them is from Year 10. He is Gareth Monroe. Gareth is also receiving a Gold Award. Each year, the Macquarie University offers an award for the most outstanding student in Year 10. Our winner for 1998 is Michael West. Another award that is awarded annually is the Cherrybrook Chinese Community Award for Ducks of Year 10, 1998. This year, the student who has earned this award is Kate Andine. A new award from our sister school in Japan is the ICET International Friendship Award. The students nominated for this award were very hardworking and committed to international understanding. The inaugural winner of this award is Eudora Lee, and unfortunately she can't be with us here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. P. Year 10 has many talented performers. Lachlan Dean is an accomplished guitarist who has chosen a piece that is most appropriate for this ceremony. especially for the students who will not returning to Cherrybrook in 1999. But will always be remembered by the friends they leave behind. Blossom Link is guitar solo, I'll Be There.
Advisors see the best and worst of their students, sharing interesting events like camps and sausage sizzles and commenting on hundreds of reports. Mr Mortimer has seen Year 10 through their first 4 years of high school and will now share some highlights of these years with you. Mr Mortimer?
Right, my first meeting with the current Year 10s in November in 1994, and back then most of the students were about 11 or 12 years of age, and they were vibrant, they were inquisitive, and they were extremely confident. The meeting occurred at each of the feeder primary schools, and I was amazed by how much the students already knew about Cherrybrook. Following this was an orientation day and a camp where students were able to roam through the school grounds with their peer support leaders. And they've always been great roamers. In fact, a lot of them took the peer support leaders on a little tour of their own. The first week of school was in 1995, and that was also very interesting, because over the first 10 days, with the help of a sleepover and a camp, the group became a little more friendship, and good friendships were made. School maps were converted into paper aeroplanes, socks were worn down for the first time, shirts were worn very loosely, and new fashions became very distinct. Most people will remember Year 7 and 8 as a period of readjustment, working to a new routine surrounded by a lot of new faces. I personally remember spending a lot of fine-tuning group dynamics in Year 7 and Year 8 and helping people solve a lot of their own little problems. We had regular year meetings in the performance space and then in the senior study, and in Year 9 we ended up on the very intimate Serpentine Wall and finally we ended up in the NPC this year. The Year Committee has always ensured the smooth running of these gatherings, and they deserve our special thanks. Year 7 and 8 was also a time of territory claiming in the playground. In fact, those in the biggest group ended up with the best spots, and those in the sort of small group who were a little bit slow ended up in the sort of behind clumps of bushes and trees and things, but we still sort of see them anyway. Year 9 and 10 were a little bit more challenging. We were in the middle of the school. There was a school certificate at the end of those 2 busy years, and real work had to really be done. There were lots of bronze, silver and gold awards, and they went out to lots of deserving individuals. The culmination of this period was the successful school party, which was held here last week, where everybody really did look sensational and behaved in a fantastic manner. Lots of romances blossomed during this period. Some of them were very pleasing to the eye, and some of them a little bit bewildering. I enjoyed working with this group immensely. However, after reading 20,500 or so semester reports, and I worked it out using a calculator, believe it or not, writing more than 2,000 Year Advisor comments, I'm ready for a slightly different challenge. This is key. Next year we'll be working with you as your Year Advisor. I will be dividing my time between working with some junior music students here, 3 days a week, and commitments outside school. If you require my assistance at any time, you always know that you're welcome to ask for it. There'll be a second assistant Year Advisor next year. I'll be one of them, and this person will be introduced to you early next year. My only regret with being your Year Advisor for the last 2 years is not to have taught so many of you music, as it is a very specialised area. The group as a whole, I believe, is very well bonded, and there are lots of friendships that go well back into primary school. There is outstanding leadership potential within this group, and I look forward to seeing this continue throughout Year 11 and 12. All the best for next year, and farewell and all the best to those who are leaving. A little bit of Year Advisor advice before I sort of finish. For those who are staying, start planning for next year. Try to work in the weaker areas, ensure that you are well organised, and try to use your diary to record homework and assessment dates. It's really, very important that you do. Balance your school and your social life, and try to develop positive relationships with your teachers, and use your class time as effectively as you can. Don't waste time. Always thank people for the work that you do. Remember that your parents and teachers and your friends are all on your side and want you to do very, very well next year. Take care, have a great Christmas, and all the best for 1990.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Though we are one school, there are some differences from the time seniors. Andrew Madison of Year 11 will now welcome the 10 of the seniors.
Parents, teachers, fellow students and your team. This year you set the school certificate for the first major exam. Next year, for those of you who continue Year 11 to Year 11, there are many exams exactly the same, but for every subject you've chosen for next year. That is what Year 11 and Year 12 is all about. The one opportunity your parents keep talking about is the next 2 years, and that is the senior school. Next year you'll be concentrating on HSC, and you'll be the seniors that up-and-coming juniors will sit in front. You'll set the standard for impressionable Year 7s and face many other responsibilities. Next year you will choose school captains, sport captains, and the next generation of peer support leaders, like Year 11 did this year. Year 11 is the last chance some of you will have to make most out of school, because in Year 12, the end is near. So to those of you who continue, who leave at the end of today, goodbye and good luck. But to those of you who continue, on behalf of your fellow Stage 6 members, welcome to the senior school.
Thanks, Andrew. Pretty loud will now respond on behalf of Year 10. Thank you. Well, good morning to everybody to my speeches. Well, next year will be really hard. Good luck next year for those who are leaving, and see you next year. And thank you, Andrew.
Thanks, Queenie. Sometimes these things happen, and I think you did a good job anyway. Okay, the presentations of folios recording their achievements in Year 10 will now be made by Mrs. Wetman and Mr. Summerhays, staged by the teacher. They'll be read by Mr. Mortimer and Mrs. Key. Could the first row of Year 10 students please stand and move to the stairs? During the presentations this morning, incidental music has been played by Evelyn Chong, Gillian Rutherford, Calvin Hume, Alana Saffron and Elizabeth Ubaldi. Okay, please join us in thanking them.
And now Mrs. Key and I have the pleasure in reading the roll for Year 10. Sonali Abbasi, Nicholas Aitken, Justin Alvarez. Justin was first in Metal Techniques. Kate Andine, Saffron Armitage, Richard a senior. Richard was first in Careers. And AJ Ayer. AJ is also receiving a Stool Award acknowledging his development in the Rotary District newsletter. Matthew Beaver. Matthew is receiving a Stool Award acknowledging his commitment to Shout. Kristen Besgrove. Joshua Best. Palave Babatula. Mega Bandari. Luke Bilby. Kelly Bishop, Marianne Bellugian, Jacqueline Boyd. Jacqueline is receiving a School Award acknowledging excellence in drama. Catherine Brewster, Luke Bullas, Melvin Bisono, Paul Burns, Kate Caldecott. Kate is receiving a Silver and a School Award acknowledging her commitment and contribution to the dance ensemble. Paul Calvert. Andrew Chantry. Andrew is receiving a School Award acknowledging his service to drama. Claire Charles. Claire is receiving a School Award acknowledging her commitment and contribution to Shout. Michael Chia. Shiraz Chella. Kevin Chi. Kevin was first in advanced mathematics level. Grace Chia. Christopher Chiang. Tony Chiang. Yingping Chu. James Chinner. Andrew Clark. Ashley Clark. Ashley is receiving a School Award acknowledging her service to drama. Rachel Coates, Andrew Code, Amanda Collins, Shane Connors, James Corder, Sarah Cracknell, Thomas Cunningham, Scott Curtis, Levon Dalziel, Kunal Dani, Jennifer Dayroy, Trisha Das. Trisha is receiving a School Award acknowledging her contribution to Shout. Blake Deere, Amanda Dennett, Rosal Dio, Matthew Dolble, Taron Donaldson, Kira Dunn. Kira was first in agriculture and is receiving school awards acknowledging her planning and organisation for the Year 10 formal and her contribution and commitment to the Year 10 committee. Sky Earl, Neil Ebbett, Karen Eggers, Matthew Elwood, Daniel Felkire, Christy Findlay, Alice Fitzpatrick, Michael Foxall. Michael is receiving 2 school awards acknowledging his commitment and contribution to both Shout and the Year 10 committee. Stephen Fritzer, Amanda Ganley, Nicole Geary, Adrian Genio, Carla Glavonji, Steve Graham, Susie Grant, Daniel Graziano, Martin Gullick, Anshul Gupta, Gidi Hadnan, Rebecca Hagland, Manu Halami, Kevin Halim, Adam Hall. Adam is receiving a school award acknowledging his service to the Tanis facility. Christopher Hankinson, Andre Antu, Joanna Harrington. Quieten down, please. Daniel Harris, Ryan Hayes, Elliot Heggie, Neil Hemraj, Anthony Hillier, Elliot Hind, Christiane Hobart, David Hobson, Timothy Holman, Benjamin Hooper, Wendy Howe. Wendy was first in Japanese. Scott Howell, Alex Hugh, Michelle Hughes, Carly Ingleton, Philippa Skander, Ivan Eswanto. Ivan was first in English as a second language. Tamara Javid, Nathan Jenkins. Nathan was first in electronics. Michael Javonovic, Sun Hee Jung, Danielle Keith, Cherise Kenner, Nathan Kent, Morgan Carey. Morgan is receiving a school award acknowledging her excellence in debating. Alana Kadir, Matthew Kidd, Nathan Kittle, Courtney Knapp, Benjamin Knight, Sayaka Kondo, Huang Ku, Judy Kuo. Judy was first in jewellery. Robin Kwan, Jeremy Lay, Queenie Lau. Queenie was first in geography and is receiving a silver award. Carol Lawton and Jasmine Lee.
Jimmy Lee, Katie Lee, Rebecca Lee. Rebecca is receiving a school award acknowledging her commitment and contribution to Shout. Richard Lee, Patrick Leon, Carmen Leanne, Sarah Lynn, Christian Lyons, Dustin Lee, Alexandra Ludwig, Heather Lynn, Shana McGregor. Shana is receiving a school award acknowledging excellence in drama. Christian Ma, David Mahoney. David was first in wood techniques. Philippa Malone, Fiona Mancini, Neil Mansell, Melissa Marisi, Hannah Matheson. Hannah is receiving a school award acknowledging her assistance to the TAS KLA. Peter May, Rilke McAdam, Mitchell McAllister, Rhiannon McConkey, Victoria McDowell, Grant McGeehee, Scott McGeehee, Travis McIntyre, Carly McPherson. Carly was first in textiles design. She is receiving a Food Technology Encouragement Award donated by Gustav Emil Ern, and she is receiving a school award acknowledging her assistance to the TAS KLA. Ivan Mills, Ali Mochdahidi, Ashia Monferrat, Paige Marathi, Alex Morozov, Fawzia Mukul, Gareth Munro, Michelle Murphy, Cal Naidu, Samir Narula, Samantha Neeson, Tibawan Ewan, Jodie Nisbet, Judith Oleg Asagaran, Kristen Oliver, Belinda Orifice. Belinda was first in drama. Thomas Pye, Andrea Palmer, David Park. David was first in computer-aided design 100-hour course. Rebecca Pate da Silva, Sunil Patel, Claire Peverty. Claire is receiving a school award acknowledging excellence in drama. John Pettit, Rachel Pope, Mark Presti, Cassandra Ray, Isan Racian, Yisha Racian, Harpreet Randhawa. Harpreet was first in science investigating the environment. Marcus Rector, Nadia Wright, Jon Huey Richter, Michael Roderick. Michael was first in intermediate level mathematics. Philip Rourke, Ari Salahi. Ari is first in standard level mathematics. Karishma Santharia, Stanley Santosa, Amanda Schilling, Kay Theo, Kelly Settle, Nathan Shears, Kelly Sophonius, Hayley Skinner, Jason Slacks, Christian So, Benjamin Spargo. Benjamin is receiving a school award acknowledging his part in science experiments in space. Julie Stanford, Nicole Stonefield, Clint Farwell, Sean Sutton, David Seckley. David is receiving a school award acknowledging excellence in drama. Alan Tan, Melvin Tan. Melvin was first in computer-aided design 200-hour course. Leon T, David Telfer, Phoebe Thomas, Stephen Thomas, Anthony Thompson, Michael Thompson, Sharon Thompson, Anita Tim, Monica Torre, Nathan Turner, Mitch Dinod, Peter Wagstaff, Lauren Wakely. Lauren was first in German. James Webb, Shani Lee, Michael West. Michael is receiving 3 school awards acknowledging his commitment and contribution to both Shout and the Year 10 Committee, as well as his part in science experiments in space. Kyla Wybrow, Ruan Wichatunga, Christy Williams, Bradley Wilson, Amanda Windsor, Andrew Wong, Kira Wong, Sarah Woods, Daniel Liu, Justin Wynn. Justin is receiving 2 school awards acknowledging his commitment and contribution to the Year 10 Committee and his part in science experiments in space. Sarah Yu, Daniel Yu, Ronnie Yu, Susan Yu, John Ewan, and Adrian Zielinski. Thank you.
Congratulations to all Year 10. Now could I please ask the official parties to move from the stage into the front row of the audience for the final presentation. Year 10 drama has been studying theatre of the absurd this term. In its presentation, they have taken excerpts from the several absurdist plays, added some touches of their own, and called it That's Absurd. Don't be concerned if you don't understand it, that is why they call it absurd.
they wheel it up the garden path. They don't. And then they knock at the front door. They're looking for someone. They're looking for someone, all right. A certain person.
No, they're not.
Shall I tell you who they're looking for?
No.
You don't want me to tell you? You're a liar. Liar! Liar! Liar!
I've been to the zoo. Hey, mister, I've been to the zoo. I said, I've been to the zoo. Huh? What? You don't think? I went to the zoo, and then I walked until I came here. Have I been walking north? North? Let me check. Is that Fifth Avenue? Yes, it is. And what's that crossroad over there? That one to the right. Well, that's 58th Street. Well, that's Fifth Avenue, and that's 58th Street, and I've been walking north. Yes, I think so. Good old north.
Good old north.
pleasure today to present two gifts from the students of Year 10 to two very important people who have had a very important part in our last 2 years of schooling and our last 4 years of schooling. And if I can ask Mr. Mortimer and Mr. Summerhays to come up to the stage. Firstly to Mr. Mortimer, gift on behalf of Year 10 for all the hard work and dedication he's put in over the past 4 years.
It's traditional at this point in time for the student body to acknowledge the support of all the family and friends that have helped to get you this far. So can we give a round of applause to the to remain seated while the official party leave and Year 10 in rows follow them up. And we might politely applaud as they leave in rows.
Come on, turn off.